as custom shapes and many more. And the brushes can be loaded via the usual place here, which is a standard tool here, brush tool, as well as many of the other brushes. There's all various other brushes that can be used, the clone, stamp, etc. And blur tool, that's a good one as well. Now, just going to quickly go over here to the standard brush tool and just go up here to load the brushes. Now, you can see all the various brushes that are stored already. These ones are all ones that are on the Graphicxtras website. These are binary design code designs. And to actually load a new set of brushes, what you can do is quickly go over here and use the load brushes. Now, if you use load brushes, they will be added to the existing set of brushes. Now, that's okay. You can add more and more, maybe 5, 10, 100, 200, 300 brushes. Obviously, the more and more you load, potentially the more and more resources are taken up. Anyway, personally, I always go for the replace brushes. Now, if you actually add the brushes to the preset brushes folder, you'll actually see them here in this thing, so you can quickly select them. Now, there's also some here. Now, these brushes are actually the ones on the Graphicxtras website. So there's some selection of different panda designs, cloud designs. Now, these have been stored in the app data folder or in your user account on the PC, depending on what you're using. Now, right. So once you've actually got brushes loaded, and I'm going to just quickly load one of those. So just say load brushes. That so adds the brushes. There's binary code set. It's the ABR file. Now I've just got a whole range of different designs like circles, contour designs. And just going to select that one as contour ones. And you can see then once you actually go to the load command, you've actually got them loaded here. Now these brushes are actually stored in an older format of Photoshop brushes. So if you want to use the brushes, say in like I don't know, Affinity Photo, etc., you might find there's an issue in terms of the fact that the format expected is the latest format, Photoshop CC format. Well, these ones are actually stored in a very old, much older format. Perfectly okay, but the key thing here is the sets are generally supplied with PNG files as well. So if you've just got the ABR file, you can't load that. You can also generally always load the PNG files. So they're really handy. Just load them via the file open command, and then you can just add them and define them as a brush as well. Okay, just to apply them, I'm just going to go down here. Apply a brush, very quick and easy, just like here. I'm using the foreground colour, and you just apply the brush stroke there. Now, many controls for the brushes, and there's window and brush presets. So you can select that one, you can see the brush, whole range of brush settings. So you've got shape dynamics, and there you can vary these, you can tweak these, and I'm just going to quickly show that with a slightly smaller brush. It's a bit lush. Some of the brushes are 500, some 1,000, 2,000, etc. Some obviously just varies. You can see here 448, some 1,500. Now you can modify shape dynamics as well. Just see the various settings, size, jitter. So you can just set that and then just apply the brush. And every time you apply it, it will be a different size. So you can just apply that. Change the colour again if you just want a different colour. Go there, apply that, and apply that. Now you can of course apply the brushes standard across a document like that. Now, personally, if you do that, I think it always works best if you go to shape, just going to go there, and spacing. You can modify the spacing, so you can actually apply it. So you can just apply and you see it just goes across like that. That's an easy way of doing that. Sometimes it works better than others. Sometimes it'll just cross over the other one. You can also modify the colour as well, so colour dynamics. So you can actually turn around and say, I want to say jitter there, so you can actually see that you can get different colour going from. So it starts out the colour there and then goes to green and so on and so on. So if you actually start over here and maybe make that red, pink, and then go bright, you'll see the colour, a slightly different change of colour there. Right, now you can actually modify obviously the size. You don't have to go with the default size. So if you want, just go reduce that down. So very quick and easy. Now I'm just going to select another brush. So I'm just going to go back there. Now, these brushes don't actually have to apply them just to a background layer. You can actually apply them to a layer. So it's really, I think personally, better to apply them in a layer, and they can be used as layers anyway. So if you load them as like a PNG file, just load them using the file open or file place, and then you can just apply them as a layer, and then you can apply effects to them and much more. So just going to show you, go here, layer, new layer, click OK, and I'm just going to select a different one there now, just select that one, and different colour, so you don't have to apply them always in the same colour. Different one there. Now you'll see as a layer you've got the option of just moving them around, so you can just move that around. Sometimes it will move, sometimes it won't. There it is, moves around, and also means it's quite easy just to quickly duplicate them. So hold the Alt option and you can actually quickly duplicate and align them as you wish. You can create many different designs just from that brush there. Now brushes also are great as a source for patterns, so you can just go back there. I'm going to have a layer now, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set that to white, edit fill and go for white, and now just go to the brush tool again and select a different brush as well, so show all the range of different brushes and just apply that there. Once you've got that, what you can do, just quickly go and create a selection, just select there, and you can select that there, and you can go edit and define pattern. So you can define that as a pattern as well. Of course, you don't have to actually select the whole lot as a pattern. You can actually select that as the pattern, edit and define pattern, and then apply it. Just quickly remove that and just go to, say, layer, new fill layer, pattern, click OK, and you can see the design there, very quick and easy. So it's a great source for patterns as well. So you can just see the pattern there. And now you can also, of course, apply the brush, and I'm just going to apply a slightly bigger one there, so just remove that. Okay, and just go to the brush tool again and use one of the contour ones, and you can apply effects. So just quickly go over here, say filter and blur, Gaussian blur, blur the design, so it doesn't have to stay as is. So you can just select that, and then of course once you've got that you can then just define that. And the key thing here is it's white here, so you've got a nice design there and you've got white there, so there's no sort of edges that are actually used in with the brush. So you can then just go and define that as a new brush. Okay, and then deselect that and just go to the brush tool, and you can see then the brush there. So literally thousands of brushes can be created from a single brush. And again, you can say use it as a layer, you can apply other effects to it, apply adjustment layers to that actual design there, and you can modify them in numerous other ways. Well, anyway, that's a quick run through of many of the features of brushes. There's of course lots more things you can do with brushes. Use them as displacement maps, use them in videos, and much more. Anyway, please check out the Graphicxtras website, graphicxtras.com. Find thousands and thousands of royalty-free commercial use brushes that you can use in all your projects. So you can find them on there, and also always adding new YouTube videos every couple of days. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.